Okay, let me pull up some music. Yay! You're so cute. That's my soon to be, not actually soon to be, but that's my future husband, guys. Alright, hopefully you guys can hear that music. Um, Ren, sweetheart, if you could, let me know if y'all can hear the music, because I'm not sure. My hair's making me mad again. I don't usually style my hair this way, so it's not wanting to stay. A little bit. Alright, let me turn it up one more. Can you try one more time? See if you can hear it. Because I don't want it too loud, but I want you to be able to hear it pretty well if I'm not talking, you know? Okay, good. So, I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in here. Um, and then we're gonna start going through stuff. So while waiting, I figured I'd go through the things that I got for Valentine's Day. Because the entire point of this live is I wanted to just show you all what all I got for Ren for Valentine's Day. But while we're waiting, like I said, we can go through some of the stuff that I got. So first, this is what my mommy got me. It wasn't much, but it's the thought that counts. I got some Jolly Ranchers, and I actually like all the flavors except for cherry. I'm not an artificial cherry fan, so I'll probably let my sister have the cherry ones. But other than that, I really like these. Um, and then I honestly didn't get a whole lot, but Ren did get me a few things, and one of them I really love. So, since we're still waiting on some more people, I figured we can turn off the music for just a second, and we can go through the things that my boyfriend got for me. So, let me go into our texts, and the first thing is this really cute like shadow box with these picture frames in it. I don't know how well you guys can see, but most of the setup isn't permanent. Really, the only things that are permanent are the ghosts and like the picture frames. But we have some pictures that we'd like to add at some point in the future. So that's the first thing. I really like that one. I cried earlier. But anyway, and then he also wrote me a poem, which I thought was super sweet. Sorry, I need to adjust the camera angle. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so he wrote me a poem, which I thought was really sweet because I also do poetry sometimes. And I haven't been doing as much lately, but you know, it's the thought. And sometimes I just can't think well enough to write poetry. So hopefully I'll pick that up again soon. But um, so I'm nervous because I like it so much. I'm scared you guys aren't gonna like it. But anyway, here's the poem. I'm gonna read it off, and I hope you guys like it. So this is the poem that Ren wrote for me. Um, it says, 2 years in, and still I find myself struggling to find any word, anything even remotely meaningful. I've racked my brain for hours, yet nothing seems big enough, complete enough, heart-stoppingly beautiful enough to show you just how much I love you. Me, Estrella. You are my light. When the world feels too dark and scary, you manage to hold my heart so gently, so tightly in your hands, just like a nightlight in the corner of the room meant to keep the monsters away. You are my safe haven, my home, my refuge, me, Estrella. You are my steady hands when I can't seem to calm them, my rock when my brain takes a hold of me, running wild with thoughts that make me feel small. Your presence remains calm and loving, reminding me that everything's okay, that I've got you and you've got me, bonded and tied together, our souls forever intertwined. Me, Estrella. You manage to take the simplest of days and turn it into something that feels magical. Something as simple as cleaning your room or playing a video game feels like an entirely new adventure with you, and I choose to go on that adventure with you every time. You're the one I'd want to be stuck on a raft with, who I'd want to raise a pet with, who I'd roam the back rooms for eternity, and who I'd trust to keep me safe from a Yeti. I'd go on a million adventures with you, in any lifetime, or world, or virtual world. I'd choose you, me, Estrella. So I'll continue to choose you always, over and over again. Time after time, I'll choose you. I may not have found the right words yet, but I hope this will suffice for now, and I'll try again next year. Maybe by then they'll have come up with some new words, bigger words, extravagant words, amazingly, breathtakingly beautiful words, for me to use to get my point across, and to hopefully let you know just how much I love you. Me, Estrella. Happy Valentine's Day. Sincerely yours. So that's the poem that my boyfriend wrote for me for Valentine's Day. Um, and I'm reading it off of my tablet because I don't have it written down. So that's why I was reading. But anyway, I thought it was super sweet, and I cried a couple times. It was just so sweet, and I loved it. And yeah. But anyway, now that we've got a few more people in here, I figured I'd, show you guys what I got from my boyfriend today. So, starting off with the card, this is, of course, your general expected gift. So this is the front. This is what I was working on my live last night. So if anyone here was in my live stream last night, this is now the finished product of what I was working on. We've got our 3 little Mothman guys. And it says, live, love, lurk. Absolutely love that. And then the inside, which you guys didn't get to see made, but I've got a bigger Mothman. And it says, you are the light of my life, Valentine. You can't really see the Valentine, but it's here in the corner. And then there's a little lantern with a light. And then, like I said, there's Mothman. Here's a little rose. And then here's the heart I drew on the back, because I didn't like leaving the back completely blank. So I was kind of going for like burning passion kind of deal, so it's meant to kind of mimic flames. I did use a reference photo off of Pinterest for most of this, so if you find like similar photos and stuff, that is why I'm a really big like reference artist. But it shouldn't be exactly the same. And then here in the corner it says, with so much love, and I put my initials. So that's the card that I ended up making. I took like 3 hours on it, but totally worth it because my boyfriend loved it. So how do you do that? Honestly, it's all just paper and paint marker. It's not like rocket science, but I did have to reference draw a lot, but if you're not good at reference drawing, you can always like trace and stuff. As long as you don't post things and like take credit for tracing, then in my opinion, it's completely fine for things like gifts to loved ones and things like that. So you can always do that if you'd like to make your own. Although I will say I would recommend cardstock instead of normal like printer paper if you're going to be making a card for someone, because it's thicker and sturdier. So that's what I used for this, except for the pink. The pink's normal printer paper, but everything else is cardstock. So moving on from that, my boyfriend's favorite flowers are daisies, and that's great for me because every summer we have like a little flower field. They're wild daisies that grows like in my neighbor's fields. So that's great for me because I like to pick him a little daisy bouquet every year, even if he can't actually have them since we're long distance. But anyway, his favorite flowers are daisies. So I made a little daisy hair clip, and he has long hair, so I figured he'd like it to maybe use as decoration when he puts his hair up, either into a bun or like a ponytail or something. I thought it's super cute, and if nothing else, he can use it to like hold his bangs back when he's crafting and stuff. I like your hair, thank you. I don't usually style it like this. Usually it's a lot more everywhere. But I wanted you guys to be able to see the face paint I did for Valentine's Day, so I figured I'd style it just a little bit different. That's so sweet. Oh, it's just gonna keep getting better. It's just gonna keep getting better. Anyway, moving on. This is a necklace I made him. He really likes more like whimsical, very maximalist styles when he's like dressing up and things like that. And so a lot of the jewelry I make him is very much kind of going along the lines of that. Either very, think like whimsy goth cottagecore vibes or kidcore. It's usually one of those two. So if you guys noticed, I have a little lock necklace on today. And this is actually meant to match this gift. They're both locks from childhood diaries that I had that I have since lost the keys to. So I have mine, which is pink and it's heart-shaped, and I specifically made it shorter so that it would layer with the dinosaur necklace that I have. And then his is this little gold one. And I have two different mismatched chains. So one side is this thinner gold chain and the other side's this thicker gold chain. And it's meant to be very long so that it can just go over the head instead of with a clasp. And it's meant to layer with a lot of other necklaces. So that's why it's such a long necklace. So that's the next thing I got him. Hi, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you today? What did he get you? Right at the beginning of the live, I went through and I showed the things that I got today for Valentine's Day. So if you want to know what Ren got for me, go back to the beginning of the live and then you can come back. Oh, I didn't know that. 6, 7. Oh no, guys, Travis is here. Oh no. Anyway, continuing on. Okay, that's good. Right, this is the next thing I got my boyfriend. It says, I love you, with a little heart. And it's just a little glass jar. It's not super special. But on the inside, this one's not fully done yet, but I will tell you guys the part that's missing. They're little kisses. That one's not very dark. I don't think you guys can see that one very well. Let me find a better one. Here we go. They're little kisses that I made with lipstick. A few different colors. And on the back, this is the part that's missing, but on the back, I'm going to write either a song lyric, a quote, or something to do when he misses me. It's going to be one of those three. And so since we're long distance, once he gets this, he can go through and he can pick one out, and he'll have something for whenever he misses me. Not super special, the sweetest gift ever, by the way. Stop! Happy you're here, Travis. Yeah, I can be happy he's here, and also scared of what's about to unfold. You're very sweet to your boyfriend. I'm glad. That's my biggest goal. It's cute. Thank you. I like your shirt. Thank you. I got it from Hot Topic. I thought it was really fitting for Valentine's Day, because the text note says, if I cry all day. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Anyway, here's the next gift. This is a little trinket box that I made. I just got like a little wooden base from the Dollar Tree, and then I painted it myself. But red is my favorite color, so I thought he'd like that, especially since it's very Valentine-y. And then I made a glittery silver edge, and I wrote "To the Moon and Back" on the top. And I thought it was fitting because I call him Miluna as a little nickname. But anyway, on the inside, we have some little goodies. So the first one is this little octopus that I made him. His favorite color is green, so I thought they'd like that a lot. So there's that. And then I also made the octopus 2 children. So he's got a fellow octopus son, and he's rainbow. And then he's also got a little sea sponge son that I've decided he adopted. So this one doesn't have any legs, he's just like a little sea sponge, but he's cute. Baby octopus is my favorite. They're definitely super cute. And then next, I have this little glass bead bracelet. And Ren actually chose the colors themselves. So there's dark blue, and then there's like a clear and green mix. And then there's like a marbled, cloudy white and black. So that's what's on the bracelet, if you guys can see. Subscribe to you. Thank you! I really appreciate that. So cute. Thank you. Alright, so next one is another necklace. It's just like a black little string, and then it has a little sapphire pin there. And you can't really see the purple that well, but it's like a very light purple. So I thought he'd like that, because again, very maximalist. That's how my boyfriend is. Also, you make me happy. I watch your video every time I see them. I feel more happy, but my most favorite of yours is the creepypasta. That's good, because I do actually still have some Toby drafts, so I'm hoping to post those again soon. I was actually going to make Faith a bracelet for Valentine's Day, but I have nobody to take me to Michael's for the beads. Oh no! Maybe you can make her one just like a little bit late once you get someone who can take you, because I make late gifts for people all the time. So, as long as they know, like, you're thinking about them, I don't think it matters if you get a gift a little bit late. So I'm gaining Huz, are you proud? I'm very proud of you. Okay, this one is a matching thing. So I made, for Christmas, Ren requested some little beaded rings, and I wasn't able to get them done because I was making so many handmade gifts for Christmas. So I made them for Valentine's Day instead. So I have these little seed beads, and I made a variety of rings. And this one's actually a matching one. So there's a matching bracelet with it, if you guys can see there. And the bracelet has a little heart lock charm right next to the clasp. Fathers. Also, I'm sorry I never been catching up on your videos too much and your live streams, my bad. Hey, no worries. Like, you're not required to watch my content. I mostly just post for fun. So absolutely no worries if you don't have time to catch up on things. I'm not gonna like hunt you down. I promise. Alright, this one I need to fix a bit, but it's also a matching set. So I made this bracelet with the chain, and they're light pink, kind of pearlescent beads. I don't know how well you guys can see. There's a piece of hair there, and it's bothering me. Anyway, I don't know how well you guys can see, but it's a very light pink pearlescent bead, and then black chain. And then I have two matching rings to go with. One's a little bit smaller, one's a little bit bigger. So it's a set. And then I have a few more rings. I'm not going to show all of them super up close, but I'll show them in a group, and then I'll show you guys all of my favorite ones that I made. So here's all of them. There's quite a few there. I do plan on making a few more eventually, but this is all I had time to make for now. You can see. And then my favorite ones have to be definitely this one with the green and dark blue kind of shiny beads. And then I have this rainbow one that I really like. And then there's this like light blue one and dark blue one with the evil eye, which I think looks super cute. And my last favorite is like this like light green and turquoise one. So I really like how all of them turned out, but those ones are my favorites. And I have this little wire wrap ring. It's meant for the pinky finger. And it just has a little sunflower bead on the top, as you can see. I'm still learning how to make these ones, so it's not quite as nice as everything else, but it's still cute. I like it. It turned out nice. It's coming a little bit loose, but anyway. Is it daytime where you live? No, I just have a ridiculous amount of lights on. I have one on up there, and then I have one on that's underneath my loft bed, and then I have my main bedroom light on. And it would be even brighter if I had my ring light on, but I did not do that, so. No, it's not. I just have a ridiculous amount of lights on in my room. So here's another necklace. And this one was actually supposed to be a Christmas gift, but I honestly forgot to give it to him. So instead, I gave it to him for Valentine's Day. This little gold chain and this light purple flower that I think is super cute. Oh, I forgot to turn the music back on. Hold on, guys. I forgot to turn the music back on. I'm so sorry. Anyway, there's the flower necklace. I actually really like how that one looks. And then a little tiny beaded star, because I had some extra string from the rings. And finally, this one's my absolutely favorite one that I made. It's this custom chain necklace. If you guys watched the live last night, you know I had two different types of chain. And I can show you here really quick. I left some out on accident. But I have this black chain and this gold one. And instead of just choosing one or the other like a sane person would, I decided, I want both. But I didn't want to do just half and half. So instead, I took them apart, link by link, and I put them back together like a maniac. So it took me hours, but I finally ended up with this. It's super pretty. I'm super proud of it. And then there's a little crescent moon charm there on the very end. It's a little bit tangled up right now. Sorry, y'all. Let me show you. It's got so many pretty colors. It looks like stained glass. I'm still too poor for YouTube Premium. Anyway. And then the final gift that I got for my boyfriend. I can't play it because copyright, but I made him a music playlist with 50 different songs. Oh, apparently chat was going and I couldn't see it on my phone. I don't know why. So sorry, guys. Hold on, let me catch up on chat real quick. I wasn't seeing chat. I'm so sorry. Travis, go to sleep. Yes, Travis, go to sleep. I love your shirt. Thank you. Of them. Yay. The evil eye one. I know. I love that one. It's so pretty. Is it nighttime for you? It is. I'm not going to share exact times because I don't like doing like personal info or whatever, but when did you get the evil eye beads? They would make absolutely sick glass bracelets. They're actually plastic, but they came in a seed bead set that I got on Amazon. Oh, hi. 50, that's a lot. Yeah. So there's 50 different songs on the playlist. Um anyway, sorry I was behind on chat, guys. It was like not showing me for some reason. Anyway, um again, I can't play the playlist, but I can um tell you guys a few of them. And today I went through the entire playlist and I told Ren why each song was added because the playlist is called like The Sounds of Your Soul or something like that. I'm trying to get back up to where I took screenshots because I don't have it on my tablet. And this is what I have to use when I'm going live. Um, oh, where is it? Are you gonna pull it up? Why does it say I have no internet connection? I have internet. Okay, whatever. I don't remember what it's called, but anyway. Anyway, there's 50 different songs. So, I think I'll choose like 10 to 20 of them. And I'll go through and I'll tell you guys the reasons why I chose them. Um, so, let's start at the top and we'll work our way down. And I think I'll just go with like the longer ones because those ones are a little bit more personal. Obviously not like the super personal ones. Ren knows what I'm talking about, but yeah. Instead, make me subs to. I've never been in a healthy relationship in my life. You'll get there. Can't wait to help with the wedding. Oh, absolutely. Excited. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the very first one just to get us going, and then after that, um, we'll go from there. Oh, beautiful. I'm a minor, and also I have a boyfriend. Just a heads up. Anyway, so we're gonna start with the first one, and then we'll go down. You're so beautiful. Thank you. Okay, so the first song is Out of My League by Fits in the Tantrums. Here's the screenshot I sent along with it. And then, so the first explanation as to why it was added to the playlist was, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I thought you were just so kind and adorable and perfect when we first met. And I was still so broken from everything that happened to me, and I thought you were so far out of my league that you'd never love me back. But you do, and it's just such a dream to be here together with you, even still now, 2 years later. So, that's the first explanation. Um, and I don't know. I'm getting nervous. But next one, I have. Some of these might be a little cringy. I like to indulge in cringier music genres that some people may not like, one of which being millennial clap stomp music. But I have Ho Hey by the Luminaires. That's the screenshot. And the explanation says, okay, so this one's also kind of self explanatory. I may not know where I belong or where I went wrong many days, but one thing I'll always know is that I belong right here with you, and you belong right here with me. And it doesn't ever matter what might have been, because we belong with each other, and you'll always be standing right next to me on our journey through life. So that was that one's explanation. I'm still single, and I don't know what love is yet, but that is super cute. You'll get there. It takes a long time to figure out, but you'll get there someday. Oh, I forgot I wanted to include this one, because Ren's favorite band is 21 Pilots, so I wanted to include at least one 21 Pilots song. So I added Ride by 21 Pilots. The explanation for that is, this one's pretty similar to the last one, still being so broken mentally and falling, but still taking my time through life with you, because no matter how hard life is, I'd still die for you and take a bullet for you, but even harder, I'd still live for you. I'd kill for you, and I'd do anything for you. I'll take my time through life for you, because you're the best thing in it. And then right after, I said, also, I feel like this is a great time to add that some of these songs might have wildly different official meanings, but this is just how I interpret them as, like, a part of our relationship and things like that. Hello, hi! So, what's the next one we want to do? Okay, this one's one of my favorites on the playlist. I don't think I have an exact playlist, but this is definitely one of them. And this one is Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes by Edison Lighthouse. That's the screenshot. And the little mini paragraph that I sent is, okay, this one's one of my faves, but those really romantic, lovey songs always remind me of you. You care for others, and you're so sweet. So love quite literally follows you everywhere. I'm so very lucky to have you, and in return, it's my job to make sure you feel that love that you give out into the world every single day. And I accidentally skipped over a line, but it says, Love grows where my rosemary goes is so you, because you're so kind to everyone. I have a YouTube channel. That's awesome! That's a good one. I know, I love that one. Let me see. Okay, so this one I structured a little bit differently, but you guys will see how. This one is Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. There's the screenshot. And it says, this one's just full of quotes that are literally us, so I'm just gonna list the exact quotes from the song for this one instead of typing a paragraph. But I did exactly that, and I listed the exact quotes that I thought kind of related to us. And, it says, and I'd give up forever to touch you, because I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be. When everything's meant to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming. And even when everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. So, that's that one. We'll say your boyfriend is super lucky to have you. I know. I love him so much. Let me see. Okay, so this one, again, a little bit corny, but I digress. It says, it's I Like Me Better by Love. So there's the screenshot. And then it says, this entire song, OMFG, it's just so perfect. To not know who I am, but still know that I'm good as long as you're here with me. Midnight into morning coffee, burning through the hours talking. It's literally us. I like myself and my personality so much better the more time I spend with you. I knew from the very first time we met, you were the one. My person, the person I wanted to spend eternity with. You bring out the best of myself, and I want nothing less for the rest of time. So that's that one. Um, and then this one, I really like this one too. This one is La Lune by Billy Martin. There's a screenshot. This one says, this one is one I found last night. So I literally found it last night at like midnight because I was finishing up the playlist right before I went to bed. And I knew I wanted 50 songs, and I was so close, but stuck on what else I wanted to add. The gentle sounds of the song at midnight in the dark of the night with the stuffy glow of the moonlight. I think I meant sturdy, or like steady. I think I meant steady, not stuffy. With the steady glow of the moonlight filtering through my curtains and into my room was so perfectly you. The feeling of that experience was almost like a hug from you in the dead of night. A whisper in my ear as you lay next to me, beckoning me to come back to sleep. It's less about the lyrics and more about the sound. It was so perfectly you that I had no choice but to add it to this playlist. So that's what it said. I really like that one. I'm a YouTuber too because you inspire me to be a YouTuber. That's awesome! I'm so glad. This was one of my faves that made me sob. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. Okay, I really like these next two. These two are some of my favorites too. So I watched this on their account. I literally couldn't chat on, but it's Ash. Hello. If you didn't know how to make accounts, hi! I'm glad you can join. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry for not seeing your texts. They like just came through as soon as you sent that. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I saw the gift parts. It's okay. Okay, good. Anyway, these next two songs are some of my favorites. So this one is Ignite by Alan Walker, Julie Bergen, K391, and Swingri, I think it says. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but there's a screenshot. It's Ignite. A little bit corny, I know, but the reasoning I gave for this one was this one, oh my god, this one. In your eyes, I see something to believe in. Let the darkness lead us into the light. Let our dreams get lost. Feel the temperature rise. So alive, your touch is like the daylight. Burning on my skin, it turns me on again. You and I, survivors of the same kind, and we're the only ones dancing on the sun. It's just so perfect. The lyrics and everything. The way we light each other up. Every time we talk, I feel the sudden spark. I always feel so very warm and comfortable around you. When I talk about my passions and interests around you, it feels like a fire blazing in my soul. One little touch from you and our connection immediately ignites. It's breaking my heart. This is too adorable. Stop. Anyway. This one also might be considered a little corny because it's an AJR song. But it's called Dear Winter 2.0. I really like AJR. But anyway, the reasoning says, this song is so perfectly how I imagine our future child. I really want one, and I often think about what I want for them. And maybe possibly once or twice I've written little notes for a future child to read someday. But I've got to meet your mom first is so funny to me, too, because while I've already found him, I do in fact still need to meet them in person someday. So, that, I love that one. That one might be my favorite. I don't know. Let me see. My throat's starting to hurt a little bit from reading out loud so much, so I don't want to read too many more. Um, I do kind of like this one. I want to include it because it's Conan Gray, and if you've ever been on my channel before, you know I love Conan Gray. But anyway. Shit, what are those cool crowns on the accounts? Off topic. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm sorry. I'm not processing text right now. Anyway. Um, you look so cool, Mel. Thank you. I did special Valentine's Day makeup. Usually I don't look this nice. You're so cool. Thank you. Maybe just do two more of your favorites. Yeah, I'm thinking just like two or three more. Four at the most. Somewhere in there. It depends on how many we have left. I don't know how many we have left, but anyway. I'm obsessed with your content. I'm glad. You always look nice, baby. Be nice to yourself. I didn't say I looked bad, just that I don't look this nice, typically. Okay? There's a difference. Context. I'm not being mean to myself, I promise. I'm just a little bit more dressed up than I typically am. But anyway, getting this done. This one is Overdrive by Conan Gray. Here's the screenshot. I think you're beautiful who you are, girl. Hey, so I'm actually a dude, just so you know. But anyway, the reasoning for the song Overdrive by Conan Gray. It says, this song perfectly describes how freeing your love makes me feel. Burning down the street, no left, right, left, right. The thrill of speeding down the highway is the closest I can compare to how I feel when we're doing something fun together. I don't want to see no red lights because I never want to see the end of our lives together. I never want the fun to end and happiness I feel with you. You're my ride or die forever until the end. Oops, my bad. I'm so sorry. Hey, it's okay. I get it. People assume, especially since I look so feminine right now. I did the Valentine's Day makeup kind of expecting to get misgendered. So, you're good. I'm not upset, I promise. Oops, my bad. Okay, I just read that one, sorry. Your glasses are so cute. Thank you! I stole them from a school dance when I was in 7th grade. They're just little pixel glasses. You can probably find them on Amazon. Let me see. I do really want to know this one. This one is the song Something Just Like This by the Chainsmokers and Coldplay. And the reasoning for it says, this song is so perfect to describe how I want you. I don't need you to be a superhuman. I don't need you to change the world or have any magical abilities or even any special talents. I just need you to be you. I need you to be someone there for me, to stick beside me forever, and to be someone I can give all of my love until the end of time. You seem to think I need you to be perfect in every way all the time, but that's not the case at all. I love you, every inch of you, flaws and everything. So I really wanted to include that one. That one's one of my favorites. Oh, let me see. I don't think we have too many more left. This one is a cover of the song Halo by Alexander Stewart. It's basically just like a masculine male version of the song, but I prefer that one because he sounds a lot more like smooth and gentle while he's singing it. So that's why I prefer his version. But anyway, the reasoning for it added to the playlist says this song and Somewhere Only We Know were two of the very first songs I listened to after we got together that immediately reminded me of you. I swear I can see your halo every single day of our lives. You absolutely crumbled every bit of defense I had in my life, and I don't regret it one bit. If we ever break up, it'll be the biggest heartbreak of my life, and that's a risk I will forever be willing to take. Me falling in love with you doesn't even feel like falling to me, and I'm fully convinced it's because you're an angel who can save me from rapidly descending into chaos and fly me safely to the ground instead. Okay, that's cute. I'm so glad you guys are liking these. Let me see. I think I'll do two more. So, the sweetest boyfriend. Yes, I'm crying again, sweetheart. Okay, let's see. Let's do this one. This one is Love Somebody by Maroon 5. So there's the screenshot. And then the reasoning it's added to the playlist says, this one plays into a few different topics, so I'll try to keep it brief. My fear of losing you, of course. If I fall for you, I'll never recover. If I fall for you, I'll never be the same. But it also describes how I feel so very free with you. I know we're only halfway there, but you take me all the way. Our love is so thoroughly raw and emotional, both negatives, but so many more positives, and I don't regret a single second of choosing the perfect person to receive all of the love I have. So there's that one. And then I think for the last one, I'll have to ask Ren if he has any favorites that I didn't go over. um, yeah. Um, it might be because YouTube seems to think I'm a child a lot, like under 13. But anyway. Yeah, YouTube's AI thing seems to think I'm under 13 all the time, so we have to watch the language for the most part, and also, I usually have to at least do eyeliner or hide my face, which is sucky, but whatever. I'll tell you, but it was way too personal, so I don't really want it read on live. If you don't want your absolute favorite read on live, you can always do, like, a second favorite or whichever one that you think you're okay with that I didn't do. So, just let me know. If there's one that you want read that I didn't do for the very last one. You read my second fave. Okay, well, what's your favorite one that I didn't read? Like, out of the ones that I did not read, which one's your favorite? I just need one more. You can do this. Come on. I'm starting to get tired, so I'd like to hop off live soon, if you could please choose. Sorry I called you a girl. I still feel a little bad. I feel a little better. Yeah, like I said, it's fine. Because of the Valentine's Day makeup and looking like super feminine and stuff like that, I did kind of go on live kind of expecting to be misgendered. So, it's okay. Please don't feel bad. Unless it's like a continuing problem, like someone still does it, um, despite being corrected, that's the only time I'm upset about it. But otherwise, it's okay, I promise. Let me scroll through our messages. Okay, so Ren is choosing one, our last one. Um, and then after that, I'm probably going to hop off live because I'm getting absolutely exhausted. I had a long day today. I didn't read the Bruno Mars one. We can do the Bruno Mars one. Let me see. Okay, so this one is Count on Me by Bruno Mars. And the reason I included it in the playlist says, I think this one describes itself better than I can. But no matter what happens, anywhere at any time, I'll be there to help you. Not only as your boyfriend, but as your best friend as well. That's my goal. Not only to be your boyfriend, your fiance, your husband, as time goes on, but to remain as your best friend no matter what. Through thick and thin, through sickness and in health, through life or death, I will always be there for you, no matter what you need. So that's the last one I included in the playlist. If there's any that you guys haven't heard before or that you're kind of interested in, I'll be hopping off live soon, and I always upload the lives after I'm like after I end them. So that'll be posted shortly, so you can go back through the live and you can watch it and look up any songs that you'd like. So yeah, that's the last one, and I'm gonna hop off here because my throat hurts really bad and I'm getting tired. So I'm probably gonna get off here and call my boyfriend for a little while so that we can have our own little one-on-one Valentine's Day time. And I'm going to hydrate before Misa yells at me, and probably eat something because I haven't eaten since like 4 o'clock. And we'll probably go to bed after that. So I will talk to you guys later. And yeah. Bye.